What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Courtside Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Jeffers, and today we've got a certified voice of the hoop scene in the building. Now, if you've ever watched a high school mixtape, a heated rivalry game in North Carolina, or caught a viral moment that made you stop scrolling, there's a good chance this guy was a part of it. He is one of the co-creators of the Hoop State Network, North Carolina's #1 media platform for high school basketball. He's been courtside for some of the biggest moments, told the stories of some of the game's rising stars, and helped local legends into national names. Please welcome to the Courtside Culture, my guy, Rod Bridges. What's good, baby?
Hey, man. That was a hell of an introduction. I'm not even going to lie to you. I felt important in that one, man. But no, man, listen, man, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man, of course. Of course, man.
Yes, sir.
So we'll hop right into it from the beginning, bro. Like, take us back. Obviously, we know you from Wilson. Where did the basketball journey as a player? A lot of people know you as the personality, but take them back to like where you first fell in love with the game of basketball.
Absolutely, man. I mean, basketball was my first love, man. Like, just like a lot of us, I grew up wanting to be in the NBA just like everybody else, man. I never forget, I grew up in 5 Points, 907 Meadow Street, and we were the house that we had the basketball goal, so the whole neighborhood came to hoop there. Like, so some of like the best players I ever seen come through Wilson used to all come to our house and hoop.
Right.
It was crazy because we had like in our backyard, like a downward slope, and at the bottom of the hill there was a basketball hoop. So like I said, man, every day maybe 20, 30 people in our backyard.
Oh, that's love.
Hooping, man. So developing that love from an early age, man, it's just something that was always in me and always that I wanted to do. And it's just like, obviously, when you get to a certain point, it's just like, well, damn, the NBA's out of the question. You know what I mean? I said, I didn't have, you don't have certain measurables and things like that. But, just like I said, I just always wanted to be a part of the game, man, because I just felt like basketball has given me so much and there's so many opportunities, man. So,
how did that affect you? You played at Hunt, right?
I fight and hunt.
Okay, fight. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was so I'll tell this story.
Okay,
it's crazy. And I'm aging myself. Me and Anthony Atkinson, Little Ant, we both transferred the exact same week. We both it was around Thanksgiving of our junior years. He obviously left Fayetteville, went to Greenfield, and I was leaving fight, going to Hunt. He found out that I was leaving. He called and was like, "Yo, I'm going to Greenfield, bro. Come to Greenfield." I'm like, "Yo, like, I like what you saying. We rapping. I was like, we used to hoop over there. We used to come play pickup with Salt and the boys like that. So like, I already knew about Greenfield, like, and I knew Salt rocked with me.
Right.
So he was like, all right, yeah. I'm like, bet. So then he goes, yeah, I'm going back to the 10th grade. Nah, dog. I'm cool. My mom's not gonna let me stay another year. But obviously, I ended up going to Hunt, having a pretty good 2 years, and then he went to Greenfield, became a legend. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, it's funny. I always tell that story, but I played at Hunt and fight. It's funny, man. You never really realize when it's over. Like, obviously, you got a chance to play at that next level.
Right.
Like, when it was over, man, that first round, we lost in the first round of the playoffs my senior year, and it was just like, okay, damn, I'm gonna go walk on somewhere. Man.
Right.
You know, man. I had opportunities, but I never really like fully capitalized on it. And kind of it was a regret, but
I was about to say, how did that affect you how did it affect you personally?
It affected me a little bit, but I think as I got older and I started to become more and more in the basketball space, it helped me understand and realize what my true purpose was more so than anything. So,
right.
I mean, obviously in your early 20s when you're playing like in the summer leagues and Reed Street, people are like, yo, you are killing, bro. You should be playing on a college team.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, I could, but what's for you is for you, man.
100%.
So, and that was kind of what I just had to come to accept.
Yeah. And that's tough for a lot of players in general to accept, because a lot of players' careers end after high school.
Absolutely.
And their minds is telling them that they're going further, man. So it's definitely tough, and I feel like in today's era, especially with the transfer portal and everything else, and we'll dive into that later, but that's really affecting a lot of kids. So you went down to Fayetteville State, and I know you probably had a time down there with the HBCU. What did attending at HBCU mean to you, and why did you choose Fayetteville State?
So truthfully, I chose Fayetteville State because I wanted to play basketball.
Okay.
So, all right. So this is how this happened. Craig, I've never told this story, but this is how this happened.
Okay, we getting good.
Yeah. So I told you I wanted to play basketball. My senior year, after the season, I go to this. It was like a black college workout, like a showcase in Tarboro High School. Pee Wee Kirkland was out. I'll never forget. I don't know whatever happened that day, yo. I had like the day of my life.
Right.
I'm out here looking like I can't even describe. I'm hooping. All right, boom. So I'm hooping. At the end of the day, Fayetteville State coach comes up to me and my mom was like, "I like you. Like, come to Fayetteville State.
Right.
You got a preferred walk-on spot.
Okay.
Then if you play well, you know, you can get a scholarship."
Right.
Now, I had good grades, so I was like, all right, cool. I can make up the rest, whatever, you know what I'm saying, be a preferred walk-on for the first year. Boom, I'm like, you know, mind you, it's late April. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go to Fayetteville State.
Right.
So go to Fayetteville State, get accepted and everything. A week before I go to school, my mom was like, "Yo, come home real quick. I'm gonna show you something." Hand me a newspaper. The head coach gets fired for like lying on his resume. I can't make this up.
This is crazy.
This is crazy shit, yo. Can I curse on you?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're good.
You're good. So I'm like, all right, I ain't tripping, man. Like, I'm confident. I've been working out this summer.
Right.
I played in the summer league here in Reed Street, and I'm chilling. Like, I'm finna go to Fayetteville State, do my thing. My first 2 days, my second day I get to Fayetteville State, I go to the office with the interim coach. His name is Sam Hanger. So I go into the office. "Hey, Coach Hanger, my name is Rodney Bridgers. Coach Bernard recruited me to be a preferred walk-on. I just want to let you know that I'm here and whatever I need to do to kind of get acclimated with the program."
Right.
Looks me dead in my face and says, "Son, I don't know who the fuck you are."
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So now, anybody that played at Fayetteville State that knows Sam Hanger, this is on par for him.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
he's like, "Well, son, I don't."
Straight to it.
Yeah. He's like, "Son, well, Bernard's not here no more, and this is my team, so you gotta come try out." All right, cool. Go to the tryout.
Was he on the staff when the other?
He was the head assistant. So they gave
Okay.
him the job like after.
So he was there at the day when you was getting off.
No, he wasn't there. Only the head coach was there that day.
Oh, okay,
So he
okay, I
wasn't
got
there.
you.
So
I got you.
So I go to the tryout. I walk in the tryout, bro. I promise you, it's like 250 dudes there, bro. So I'm like, you know what, bro?
That's crazy.
I'm cool, yo. I think I'm just gonna do something different. My intentions were to transfer after that first year, but obviously HBCU like got the best of me. And I ended up staying, man. So that was the end of my hoop dreams, but that's a crazy story, man. So but I'll say this to say, Fayetteville State, man, I had the time of my life, man. It changed my life. Some of my best friends in the world are my college friends. And
right.
I just think just going to that, like shape it. Like I think going to an HBCU just kind of shapes who you are and what your principles and what you believe in as a person, man.
Right.
I wouldn't trade it for the world, man.
Yeah. That's love. That's love. So, post-college, talk about your first viral video moment and when you started to realize that you had a online presence. Because you were kind of like at the beginning of the transcendence of social media.
Yes.
So,
yep.
how did that come about?
You just called me old, but that's cool. It's cool. You called me old, but that's cool. It's crazy, man, because my first viral moment on social media was, I don't know if you remember, the swag surfing video.
Oh, okay, that was that long ago?
That was 2016. It's crazy because up until that,
the one you was in the crowd.
Yeah. So
okay.
I was at NC State's March Madness.
Okay.
Watching. I want to see Dennis Smith.
Okay.
And you know it was funny because my guy Ray, shout out to Ray, we were like sitting like a couple rows apart with her because so packed. And so I don't know what made me stand up. And they were like, "Everybody on your feet, let's go side to side." And I'm just got my hands in my pocket. I'm like, "Man, I ain't doing this shit, dog." Like, so I didn't realize he was filming me until after we left.
So that's how you met Ray?
No, I knew Ray
okay.
then, but I didn't know he was filming me because he's calling my name and he was like, Rod. And I can't hear him because it's so loud.
Right.
After he seen the video, I was like, "Yo, this shit is hilarious." Like I didn't know it was gonna go crazy like it did. Like, but that was kind of like my first viral moment. But
we gotta talk about it. Why do you hate swag surfing?
You want to be truthful?
Yeah, because everybody wants to know. You always get like cut that shit off when we get in. We need to know why.
Oh yeah, honest with you, man. White people ruin swag surfing for me, dog. I'm just keeping it bad, like because like you watch them on videos, some motherfuckers go this way, some of them going that way. Like yo, let's get in unison. One thing about like black people, when we do something, we do it in unison.
Yeah.
Electric slide, you can have 10 black people all doing electric slide, and they just doing the little jig. They're all in unison. Man, you see white people doing swag surfing, dog.
But then you don't feel like it's like that with all dancers. So why the swag surf specifically?
I just don't like it. I just hate it, bro. Like for this point, I think somebody asked me that before, and I'm just like, dog, I can't even be honest with you. It's been so long. I just don't like that shit, bro. Like, I think it's just become a part of me. Like,
do you feel like, well, it came out? Did it come out when you was in school?
Yeah.
So do you think that was played out? Do you think that plays? Is it a trigger of like?
I think that's part of it. Like, so in truth be told, like, you know, people, I'll admit, I have swag surfed before. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all heard it here on the Courtside Culture. Rob was in the mix, swag surfing.
But it was like early 2000s. Whenever the song came out, I don't know. But as time grew on, man, I was just like, this shit is ass.
Yeah.
I was just gonna keep it a buck. But but no. To your second part of your question, in terms of like growing on social media, it was weird, man, because obviously, you know, J5, that's my little brother.
Right.
Jalen Harris, that's my dog. Like, when he started to get like recruited, I took it upon myself to kind of like, all right, let's figure out how to use social media, like to reach out to these coaches,
right?
Some footage, like anything that anybody could post, things like that. Like let's get it out there. So as his name started to grow, like on a more national level, then I noticed like a lot of people started following me, and for me, I've always been opinionated about basketball because I always love the game. And then, you know, so finally I'm like, well, this is the platform for it. I'm just gonna start talking about basketball, right? Just giving my, you know, my heavily opinionated takes on things, and honestly, it just kind of grew to a point that I could never imagine, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's been cool, man. But that's really how I really got started. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
So, piggybacking off of that, why do you feel like your voice is such the staple in North Carolina basketball culture? So, you know, we talk about this, you know, off camera.
Yeah.
You could tweet, it's a pepperoni pizza is not the best at this one pizza place. And literally, it's just chain, like, everybody's going crazy. So, everybody's ready to argue or, you know, disagree with what you got to say. Why do you feel like your word sticks and on social media?
I think truthfully is because I think people think I'm right about a lot of things, bro.
Okay.
And I like to think I'm right about shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't tweet anything to say that I'm wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just it's just grown to the point where people don't like positivity. People don't like people who are doing good things. People don't like people who you can gravitate to. I've always prided myself on being somebody people can gravitate to. Like sometimes people may think I'm too nice or too, you know what I'm saying, too available. As my wife had to put it, I'm too accessible. That pisses her off, but sorry, but but I think what comes with that is like, you know, the bigger your following gets, the more types of people that you're gonna have in your mentions, man. Like, you know, I like right now. I love to talk about like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Like, and I think it's unfair to really say, like, you can't say Caitlin Clark is where she is and it has nothing to do with Angel Reese, because that's a lie. And I think Angel Reese is a super, super talented individual. She understands her branding off the court just as well as she does on the court. She's killing that shit right now. And so for me, it's just like, I know I can say certain things and get people riled up. Like, for example, I could talk about Carolina basketball. If Carolina's playing, bro, and they lose, I could post a meme just like laughing, and I'm gonna have 20 people in my benches. Oh, what did Hubert do to you? Like, it's hilarious. It's really hilarious.
So you troll a little bit.
I'm an A1 troll. I'm an A1 because I understand I could push people's buttons. I'm just like and so it's gotten to the point. I'm just like, yo, why do you really care what I think, yo? Like, I mean, I get it.
So is it fun for you, or you just?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have fun. Like sometimes I'd be bored, and I'm just like, y'all finna fuck with these people for a few minutes. I'm just finna fuck with them for a few minutes here. You know what I'm saying? Especially Carolina fans, because like they're so sensitive. But I'm telling the truth. Like, when I talk about Carolina, like, and you know this, like we're basketball guys.
Right.
It's not Carolina anymore, bro.
Right.
Like now it's gotten to the point where when kids can transfer from a state to a Carolina or vice versa, like, yo, all that rivalry and the tradition, like these kids don't care about that anymore. I know we will talk about that more later, but it's all about his bread and his branding now. That's really what it's about now. You know what I'm saying? So
100%. That's dope. So moving on to, you know, your viral moments and then to growing your social media platforms by yourself, your Twitter by yourself.
Yep.
Then comes the Hoop State Network. So how did the Hoop State Network evolve from a passion project to one of the top platforms in North Carolina?
So I'll back up a little bit. So where it originally originated from Baller's Life.
Okay.
So back in probably 2016, 17, one of those years, might have been 2017. Webb Wellman, one of the co-creators of the Hoop State Network,
Right.
We had developed a relationship because he would come to film Jalen over the years and things
Right.
like that. So, and we kind of developed a friendship over Twitter and things like that. So one day he calls and says, I'm with Baller's Life. They want to do a podcast. They want me to do a podcast, and I want you to be my co-host. So I'm like,
Right.
shit, Baller's Life?
Right.
Absolutely. You
Right,
know what I'm
100%.
saying? So, that's where that originated. So, we had our podcast called The New South. We probably did that we did it for, we got a few episodes in the bank. I was fortunate enough to go out to the Baller's Life All-American game.
Yep.
Got to interview Mac McClung, Kobe,
Yeah.
Devon Dotson, Javon Quinterly, Shakir, O'Neal, what's the brother? The one that had heart surgery.
Yeah.
Shaq's son.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was dope. That was a dope experience, man. And it was really taking off, and we were really starting to make headways. And then one day, Webb calls me and says, "Yo," I said, "What's up, man?" I just quit Baller's Life. I'm just like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I just quit, but I got an idea."
Right.
And he was like, "We have all the resources. We have everything we need here. Let's go ahead and just do this thing on our own."
Right.
And so it originally started with myself, Webb Wellman, Miles Mastercola, Ray Masonette, Donnie Boy, Anthony Simmons. And we created the Hoop State Network, man. It really started as just a content media company where, obviously we had a relationship with Phenom Hoops at the time.
Right.
So, they were having events. So it was an easy segue for us to go in there and just kind of enhance what they were already doing.
Right.
Making their events great. Our first broadcast was Combine Academy versus Oak Hill Academy.
Okay.
Robert Dillingham's first game as a freshman.
Gotcha.
They had Oak Hill had Cam Thomas, plays for the Brooklyn Nets now.
A bucket.
Yep. a big bucket. Combine won that game in Charlotte. So that was our first high school game that we broadcasted. So it was just kind of like a natural progression where, we had a vision and we all saw it through, and then it just kind of just started to grow, take a life of its own, and just really grow to something that we could never imagine.
Right. That's dope, man. And so the behind the scenes of building it, how did you get it to this certain level? Because obviously, you know what I mean? Like, having the idea and executing the idea is two different things. So what were like the main factors in you guys really putting your name out there?
Truth be told, man, patience. And you know how it goes, man.
Right.
When you're in the event space, you're gonna hit and you're gonna miss.
Right.
And you had to understand that, all right, whatever happens, we just got to continue to push forward, man. And there have been times where we've been split on ideas and we've had our internal clashes. But I think the best thing we knew we had something special.
Right.
And it was all about keeping the brand strong. So it just kind of just really it was just realizing the power of our brand and our name.
Right.
And sometimes it's funny. I still don't think we understand the true value. I think
because you love to do it.
Exactly. And I think we could continue if we continue to push our brand and I think our brand could be synonymous with a made hoops or a Baller's Life. Like, I think Hoop State is such a recognizable name and a brand now. I just think it's a continued growth process, man.
Right.
But it's a lot that goes behind the scenes, man. Like it's a lot of push and pull, man. Like me and Webb, sometimes we'll get on the phone, man, and we'll talk, and we'll just bounce ideas off each other. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. But I think the main thing is like we always come to a common ground because we both share a similar passion and similar vision on where we want the direction of the company to grow.
So we gotta put the debate to rest. So I watched a couple of TikToks and talking about where the best hoopers come from, certain areas of the country. And you got Florida, Cali, and I saw one clip and he was talking about the hoop state in North Carolina, and he put us like 4 out of the top 5 or something like that. And he was like, how does North Carolina get the name the hoop state? Like, who deems them the hoop state?
Who said this? All right, come on, bro.
So we need to know why North Carolina is the hoop state. What made you guys choose that name? Why are we the hoop state? Obviously, I'm from North Carolina, so I feel that. So, but why are we, and why did you guys choose that?
I mean, I'll say this, man. In terms of based on who we're compared to the biggest states in the country.
Right.
Florida, California, Texas. Like they double the size. New York, they double outside of New York. They double the size of North Carolina.
Right.
And the fact that we have all these professional athletes, NBA guys, from North Carolina is insane. I think, and I could be wrong, it's probably high 20s, low 30s, but the number of NBA players currently right now in North Carolina, like, I mean, obviously, we could go on and on, but shit, we got Michael Jordan, bro. Like, we got Mike, bro. You know what I mean? So to me, that's a wrap outside of that. But I just think, man, I'll be honest with you, the beauty of the hoop state and how we've grown is every year there's somebody new. Like when a crop of guys leave, who's just like, damn, well, who's next? And then all of a sudden, a new
you get a wave,
like a new wave just blossom, man. So to be able to to year in and year out, man, like we've seen some pros come through here, man. Like obviously, man, watching like the Kobe White run, bro,
that was crazy.
Greenfield, bro, like that was second to none, dog.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like.
The John Walls,
like,
Steph Curry.
You lived that. I just want to say this too. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. I was courtside of that game, yo. I saw you and Pookie talking about it. So I live literally right around the corner from where the guys. So I was at that game. We got in there. Shit, it was 4:00. We got there. Probably. So when y'all playing that game Saturday night, y'all had a really good team. I really felt like y'all could have beat them. Y'all should have beat them.
Yeah.
Vincent Hinton. It is your fault. I just want you can clip this as well.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on Twitter a couple weeks ago. John was kind of like on cruise
He was
control.
cruising.
He was cruising. Cause Pookie was he came
Pookie was
on
torching.
fire.
He was torching.
He was on fire. They put theirs on him, and Pookie kind of chill a little bit. And you be man, y'all started going a little bit.
Right.
Vincent was messing with John. Come on, John. This supposed to be your gym. This being Vince. That's my dog. That's Pop. I love her to death. Man, John took that shit to another level.
He turned it all the way on.
He turned it all over. But again, I think you guys talked about that's probably the best game y'all been a part of. And that was
100%.
That was one of the best high school games I've ever seen. But that just goes into what the hoop state's really about, man.
Right.
Just those environments, man, like it's all over, man. And that's one thing that we aim to create when we have events. Like we want to create those type of environments wherever we have an event, and we've done it, bro. We've done it at
100%.
Greenfield. We've done it at Farmville. We've done it at Wilson Prep. We've done it in Raleigh. We've done it all over the state, man. So like that's really truly been a blessing.
That's
man.
dope, man. Yeah. That's very dope.
Yeah.
So I know you mentioned the people that were involved in the hoop state. So what did those guys mean to you as far as building that movement?
So I'll break them down like one by one, kind of like obviously Webb is a machine, bro. Like Webb is the person that you'll get an email from him, and like you'll wake up in the morning and he sends you emails at 4:30, 1 in the morning, and it's pages of like just ideas and just thoughts and things like that. Webb's just such a talented dude, man. He doesn't really. I don't really think he gets the credit that he deserves for what he's done for the state of North Carolina. Even going back to the days of what he did with John. Because truth be told, we don't probably know who John Wall is if Webb Wellman's not there. You know what I mean? That's the honest to God truth. But Webb is a super talented individual, man. Miles is Miles he's younger in age. He's closer in age to these players.
To the kids.
So
yeah.
Miles is kind of the one that we can like. Miles, we need some information. We need this. Like
Right.
he has a relationship where he can know. He could chop it with these kids like he's big bro. Like, oh, I'm old. I'm not going to talk to these kids.
Right.
That sounds bad to say, but you know what I mean? I just think that Miles is that person who, you know, he's always on point. He's a smart dude. He just knows the things we need, and he can get any information that we need. So,
Right.
Simmons is probably one of the most talented people I've ever met in terms of just knowing how to turn that on and just like he could just be sitting here like us, like just chilling, and when that camera turns on, like he just has that gift of just being able to turn it on and off, like, and it's like anybody like I've ever seen, and then one of the most brilliant basketball minds that you know I've met as well. Ray, I call Ray security the enforcer because Ray's the one who's gonna keep us on a straight line. Like if we're on bullshit, Ray's gonna tell us,
right,
y'all on bullshit
right
now. Let's get it together. Like, but Ray's also a business. He's so business savvy, so so smart with that. Like he understands the business and how we have to push it forward, and making sure we're making the right decisions. And then Donnie's another talented video guy. Like Donnie, he's super talented. Donnie loves to do his be Donnie. Hey, leave me be, let me do my shit.
Yeah,
you know what, I'm gonna put some fire out. But we just like all collectively, man, just have a talented group. But also too, it's grown to the point where we've had somebody like I got Max. Max works with Slam now.
Right.
Max was with us, and he got an opportunity with Slam.
That's dope.
We got Salt's nephew Jack. I know Jack. Jack Leary is one of the most talented individuals.
Yes, he is.
Somebody like Drew Coleman, man.
Yeah, Drew. Shout out my boy Drew, man.
Yes,
we used to Drew used to do my videos like when we first started, like 6 years ago. Now my boy's in Italy doing weddings, and I'm just super.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna give you a moment, Drew. We're super proud of you from Wilson, North Carolina, to 100%. Be able to chase your dreams and go after it. So
100%.
I just wanted to shout my guy Drew Coleman out.
Absolutely.
But he's a monster behind that camera.
Drew was a monster, bro. Listen, bro. Like for real, like he make Wilson Prep look like one of them powerhouses in Texas. Like there's no shade of disrespect, but like your videos, man, be crazy.
Yeah.
Man, but that's just the beauty of what we've done, what we built, man. Just obviously what it's done too is it's afforded us all opportunities. Like it's allowed me the opportunity to go work on the radar.
Right.
Miles has a scouting service. Simmons is going to do other things. Webb actually got a chance to stream with Puma last year on national TV. You know what I mean? So like obviously Max going with Slam and things like that. So like it's just been really a blessing for us.
The network is literally networking and helping guys live out their dreams for real.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So what is one behind the scenes grind that people don't see when it comes to creating these Hoop State events and content?
Man, we're we've had several conversations about this, but it's really, man, it's really like we're perfectionists at this point.
Right.
Because we know I can run an event with my eyes closed because I know what works and I know what doesn't work.
Right.
I know in terms of venue size,
matchups,
in terms of like budgeting, what we need for this. Like I can tell you exactly what you need to have a successful event. So for us, it's just a matter of just like making sure that we're trying to make sure we have the perfect event, and that's not possible because, as you know, anything
there's always something going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah, and leaving that margin for error. You know what I mean, or just closing that margin of error, so that if something does happen, you know how to handle it.
Yeah, man, and honestly, it's been trial and error, man. Like I'm totally transparent, man. Like obviously we did the Montrezl Harrell event the first year in Rocky Mount at the event center. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. In my mind, I felt like, man, we go 4,000 seats.
Right.
It's easy.
I'm
finna sell this bitch out.
My
fridge. It didn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, I think we had great matchups and things like that. I think we had a good event. I just think sometimes you have to. It's almost like a humbling experience. Like you gotta understand, like, okay,
timing.
If I cut timing for one, if I cut this venue in half, what does it look like visually?
Right.
you didn't realize how big the event center was until you actually got in there.
100%.
You was like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah. A lot of people, this is a good question because every parent, kid wants to know this question, right? So they say the hoop state pushes certain kids and maybe parents and players are feeling their child or they feel like they should be pushed or on the platform. How do you guys determine what players and teams to push and what goes behind the decision making?
So that's a really good question. I mean, obviously, we kind of take the model of we kind of mimic the model of like an overtime.
Okay.
Where obviously the players who are more exciting are going to generate more engagement, more traffic, and things of that nature.
Right.
What's using for it? We can use like somebody like Kobe, for example.
Okay.
Kobe his platform has grown over the last year where, like now, I mean, you know, if you go on TikTok or if you go on Instagram, anytime you see a post of Kobe, like it's doing numbers. Like you've seen like the post on, like he's been posted on Overtime a couple of times. He's been posted on Slam and things like that. So like, obviously, when you post a kid like him, you're going to get more engagement as opposed to any other kid. Now, I think what people have to understand is that it's not about what I can do or what we can do as a brand. It's about what do you provide.
Right.
And I mean, and we know in today's era, like everything is so generated on engagement and what people want and views and what people want to see.
Right.
I just think the easiest answer to that is there's levels and there's things you have to do. The first step is dominate where you are first.
Right.
Once you dominate where you are and set yourself apart, take it up another level. Now go on a regional or a national AA team if you can.
Right.
Cook there.
Right.
Now your name is circulating not only just in North Carolina, you're all across the country.
Right.
So I think, you know, people look at it and say, well, you push him so he's getting more. Well, no, I mean, there's nothing I can do when he goes to an EYBL circuit and averages 24 a weekend and puts on a show. That's not me.
Right.
That's him performing. So I think parents get it confused where it's just like, oh, you're doing things for him. No, you have to do things for yourself. Right. The child has to go out there and perform.
The child has to work.
You gotta want to work. You gotta want to perform. So, you know.
So what do you say? And I'm going to jump to the parent side for a little bit.
Yep.
You know, but my kid is on the cusp of that. Like, he's not quite a circuit kid, but like he's right there. I mean, he may be getting D2s, D3s, and you may be only pushing the kids that, you know, may go higher mid-major Division I. Is what do I do in that standpoint? Because if I'm fighting now, the delusional parents, all right, you know what I mean? I'm with you, but like if I'm on the cusp and I feel like, all right, if I had the help of a hoop state to get the eyes of the AAU teams, it would help, you know.
So and to push back from that, you know, people see we post like the main guys a lot. We do.
Right.
But if you really look through our content, like for example, the kid from First Flight, Mason Dovey.
Right.
Last year when he came to the Greenfield event in 2 games, he had 49 points and 45 points.
Right.
Mason's not a Division I recruit, but we're constantly posting him on that. So I think if we understand where we are as a brand, we understand what people think and what we should do, and we do try to give those kids a platform. And you know, and honestly, it does help. Like obviously, even with Mason doing that allowed him opportunities to potentially play on a circuit team this spring. But he chose to say he's going to go to college route, so he didn't want to play.
Right.
So, you know, for people, they see only what they want to see sometimes.
Right.
They don't really see. They don't see the totality of it. Like I can tell you now, a lot of the majority of what I do, you'll never see. Right. Because it's, for one, it's not for public consumption, and two, I don't care for the recognition, bro. I can't say that enough. Like, for me, helping a kid find a college or helping a kid find a pro situation, I'm never gonna come out and beat my chest like, oh, you look at what I did. It's not about that, bro. Right. I remember when I was 17, 18 years old and wanted an opportunity
And go back to that Fayetteville State moment.
Exactly. Like I think about that. That replays in my mind often.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, what can I do to help this kid, man?
Right.
Like, and so I'll say people, we do help more than what people see. I think what happens is when you see a kid like a Kobe flying through the air doing the crazy shit that he's doing, like you're gonna see that more because obviously it's more engagement and the more people.
So what I'm taking away from it, and this is me, like Hoop State is a content event business.
Yes.
Which parents have to separate from a recruiting service.
Boom. And separate the
That's what it sounds like. Yes, Am I wrong?
Yes, and separate the fact that you personally know me as well. Because I know Rod, he runs the Hoop State.
Yeah.
I know him from such and such.
Yeah.
You have to separate me from that.
That's tough for people to do, especially from small towns.
It's very tough for that people to do. And I understand, bro. Like one thing I'll say, man, this is some real shit, bro. Like what I've learned, man, this basketball space in. Basketball changes relationships, bro.
100%.
And it's unfortunate that it's come to that. And I'll say this, man. It's just like some real shit, bro. If you ever felt like I've slighted you, or if you felt like I'm not in your side, on your side, in your corner, you can always have a conversation with me.
Right.
Just talk to me, like because at the end of the day, I can only go off of what I know.
Right.
But I'm big on energy and I'm big on reading people.
Right.
And you know when people switch up on you, bro.
Right.
And that's cool.
Right.
You can stay on that side. But at least let's have a conversation so you'll know my point of view. And then maybe you'll have a different perspective.
Right. Well, I just I got an idea for you guys. I'm an idea guy too, but maybe it's something the Hoop State Network can do in that April-May period where the coaches can come out for unsigned seniors. Do you guys do anything, or is it like an event that you guys host or something like that?
We did the Last Dance. We had a senior all-star game, kind of like what me and you do.
Right.
We did one like in Raleigh and bring kids. And we also did like an unsigned senior game as part of that as well, too.
Right.
But I'm willing to bring that back, man. Obviously, I'm all for ideas. If it's an opportunity for a kid to be seen, or for coaches, it's truly. I'll say this: it's truly a blessing, man. I'm not bragging when I say this.
Right.
I can get on the phone and call somebody from anywhere from the NBA, all the way down to like an NAIA or JUCO level. So just being in basketball, just being able to develop these relationships. It's really truly a blessing, but I say that to say it's just like we got to start helping ourselves too.
Right.
Like we talk about
taking
all the time,
that accountability.
Like there's a gym, like I'm not specifically picking on kids in Wilson. We're sitting in a gym right here right now, and there's hoops. Like use these opportunities that are allotted to you and make the most of it. We already in this area in the 252. We don't have a lot of places like this. I can think off the top of my head. We got Power Place. We got the Dungeon.
Right.
And then I think they do the place out in New Bern. With,
you got competitive
edge. Yep. Shout out to them over there as well. So there's not a lot of places, but there are enough places for kids to go work on your game,
100%.
on your skills. I understand the community centers don't allow these kids to come play, free play and stuff like that anymore. But that's why places like Powerplex exist.
Right.
That's why Competitive Edge exists. That's why the Dungeon exists. Go work on your game.
Right.
And the more you work on the game, the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. So, talk about your position as the director of On the Radar Hoops and how that came about. And what is On the Radar Hoops for the people out there?
So On the Radar Hoops is a travel AAU an event-based organization based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to my guy Sean Williams, Ty Young. They do a great job. It was funny because I had worked with Phenom in the night AAU and done some stuff like in the travel space, but not really like full-fledged. Because it's too time consuming. It's a lot. One day I get a phone call from like an Atlanta number. I'm just like, who is this? Like, you know what I mean? Right. And he's like, yo, what's up? This Sean Williams. My guy, Sim Frazier. Shout out to Sim Frazier. Top Shot director. He was formerly at Team Curry. He said he recommended you. I want to get into North Carolina, so he started bringing events to North Carolina. And Sam Frazier said, you're the guy to help me do it. So, again, that goes back to, being in the Hoop State, help building this brand. It's allotted me opportunities to go and branch out and do different things.
Right.
I never really envisioned wanting to be like an AAU director, or an event director for AAU, because it's so much, it's so many teams.
Yeah.
But obviously, you be where your feet are. You know what
I
mean?
Right.
It's been a great opportunity. I just literally completed my second year.
Okay.
Had a big event in Greensboro at the Coliseum. We had like over 75 teams there.
Wow.
Just had an event just back at Prolific Park a couple weeks ago. Had about 40 teams there as well. So it's cool, man. When you try to jump into a space where it's so phenom, it's so big shots, heavy, it's hard, because the biggest thing with AAU, man, it's hard to get a venue. Cause these venues are booked out
years in advance.
And that's kind of where conversations me and you have, like off camera. North Carolina that's where we're behind in these Georgias and these Floridas and these Texas. We don't have enough like facilities where you can host events.
Right.
Like right now in North Carolina, you got Rocky Mount, you got Rise, and then you got Prolific. You got some older facilities, but like Rise and Rocky Mount are like the two newer ones.
Right.
Well, if I have an event in Rocky Mount, I'm not going to get anybody probably past Raleigh.
Right.
Because people from Greensboro and Charlotte, those teams out there, they don't want to drive 3 or 4 hours, which they could, but they're not going to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and then with Rise, it's just like I said, it's so, phenom and big shots, like just heavy. Like it's hard to really stake your claim there. So it's a process. I do like what I do. Like it is super stressful, especially around event time. But I'm really looking forward to continue to build in North Carolina with it.
That's love. Yeah. That's love. So moving into high school and college, what is your take on the NIL era, and how is it impacting high school and grassroots players?
Man, high school basketball recruiting has drastically changed over the last, 24 months. Just 12. Really, the last few weeks, if you really think about it, now with the new settlement, the NCAA passed, where now these colleges can directly play players. So now people have to understand any and everything that you thought about recruiting 5 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, throw that out the window.
Right.
Now with the transfer portal, it started with the transfer portal, and then kids got those COVID years.
Right.
Now those kids with the COVID years are
kind of getting done.
That phase in that.
Yeah.
I think this year might have been like the last year.
Right.
Might be some old motherfuckers left, but
right.
But it's so different now. Like I was just having this conversation with a college coach recently. High school kids are at a disadvantage, man. Like it's
100%.
It's bad because think about this now. In May, that's the first live period. In May, now with the transfer portal, that's still in full swing.
Right.
So now when you have that first live period in May, it's probably a fourth of the coaches out there.
Right.
A lot of them are staying back.
They still figuring out.
Finalizing rosters.
Right.
You get to June. We go to June to our high school period. You get 2 weeks in June. Well, if you're a public school, you get 1 week.
Right.
Private schools get 2. So now these coaches, some of them are coming out still, but then there's still coaches that still trying to finalize their rosters. So now let's just say you got maybe a week and a half in June, maybe maybe a week. So now you get to July, you got 2 back-to-back weeks in July. So now coaches are out full force now because rosters are done.
Right.
Now for these kids, you got to put everything you have in these 2 weeks in July.
Right.
These coaches are probably, a lot of them may be seeing you for the first time.
100%.
And let's just say,
and they really like at this point, top 50, top 100.
Yes.
So the rest of you kind of like you got to do something spectacular, honestly.
Yes. And if you don't play well, or you're this, that, and third, now it's easy for them to say, I don't want to deal with this high school kid. I don't want to deal with him because I'm going to go to a guy in the portal that's 3 years older.
100%.
More physically ready. A lot of these coaches are plug and play now.
Right.
In terms of NIL, it's not about it's become less and less about fit, more people, and people like to say, oh, it's still about fit. No, it's not about fit, because you can have fit. We could have two schools recruiting us. We could be like, oh, I like the fit. The fit's cool on both of them. I think I can get off on both of these schools. This school offered me $250. The other one offered me $500.
It's business.
It's business, dog.
Yeah,
I'm going
as a kid, I'm gone.
Exactly. I'm
I
going
need
to
that.
$500. Like, I need that $500. It's a chance I can change my people's life. Like, I can help mom and dad. Like, or I can kickstart my life.
Right.
And now you're seeing the trickle down. You're seeing NIL trickle into the NBA now.
Right.
Like, if you notice this year, this was the first year.
Yeah.
It was the lowest number of early draft entries, and it's been in the last almost, I think, 15 to 20 years, because these dudes like,
they getting without the pressure.
Exactly.
Without the pressure. I get to live the lifestyle without the pressure.
Why in the hell would I go to Russia and make $50,000 where I can be on a charter plane playing in Florida making $3 million this year? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing the effects of that. All that stuff. These dudes staying in college longer.
Right.
Now it's just, before, I might have took 3 high school kids this year.
Right.
Now, we just gonna take one. That's all needs one. So now those opportunities are becoming fewer and fewer. So you really gotta be able to maximize the moment. And shit, the moment is really 2 weeks.
Right.
So it's tough, man.
Yeah, for sure. So what is your message to the next wave of hoopers, and then what advice do you have to anyone who wants to go into the media and what you guys are doing?
So my advice for the hoopers, man, is just simply keep your head down, keep working. And it's cliche, but like, run your race, man. Like, we get so caught up in looking around what everybody else has got going. It's human nature. We do it as adults. Like, I always look at it like, damn, like, he has this. Like, well, why can't I get that? You know what I mean? So I just think as a kid, it's hard more than ever, because everything gets broadcasted on social media now, so you see it. But just be where your feet are and just continue to run your race. And in terms of like being like content creators and things like that, I would just say, man, just create whatever you want to create, and just put it out there.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Like, we put stuff out that's hit, and we put stuff out that suck. Like, but again, you have to continue to trust, and at some point, like, you'll understand what works and what doesn't. You'll start to find your niche, and that's kind of the biggest thing. You just gotta find your niche and what you're good at, and just put all your energy and focus into that.
That's love, bro. Well, appreciate you coming out, man. You know,
man,
it's all love.
Man. Appreciate y'all, man. Listen, man, all you Braun fans, I'm sorry. I still got them like second or third on time, but
this is your personal top 5.
Yeah, but it's cool. But I definitely appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, man. Do you want to tell them what we got cooking up in December?
We can do it.
Let's do it.
We can do it, man. So, obviously we're partnering here with the Powerplex, the Hoop State Network. We're doing For the Love of the City presents the 252 versus Everybody event. Location TBD.
Yeah.
But
coming soon.
It's coming soon, but we're going to do something big for the city of Wilson, man. This man does great work for the city, everything that he's done. So I feel like, combining forces, man, and doing something special, I think we're gonna make history.
For sure. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We'll be dropping that shortly. And thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Courtside Culture Podcast. Make sure you follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel @PowerTVNC. And we'll see you soon for the next episode.